Hey, welcome back. I'm Alaina. By the end of this video, I'll reveal the secret on how to change your mindset to achieve huge success. So stay tuned. I'm going to unpack the real reason why what got you to where you are now isn't going to get you to where you want to go. Then I'm going to reveal the two emotions that are keeping you stuck exactly where you are, and the key thing you must do to shift from lack to abundance. Next, I'll share 5 keys to manifest what you desire, and this one thing that crushes manifestation really fast. By the end of this video, you'll know the fastest, most direct path to shift your mindset and achieve radical success in your business. So let's dive in. Now, here's the thing. Everything in the universe works based on frequency. And I'm going to use a scale of 1 to 10, let's say. And let's say right now you're vibrating at a scale of 2 or 3. But what you really want is at a scale of 8, 9, and 10. Now, obviously, you want the 10, right? We all want the 10. But things that start to come into your experience that you want maybe start at a level 8. But when you're at a level 2, you can't experience things that are a level 8 or even a 6 or 7. So the person that you're being now, what got you exactly to where you are now, won't get you to this next level. You have to actually embody a different frequency to get to the next level. You have to raise your frequency and raise your vibration to experience the kinds of things that you want to do. So if you have a 6 or even multi-6-figure business right now and you want to go to 7 figures, then how would a 7-figure business owner solve that problem? How would they be thinking about money? Would they be thinking about it the same way that you are? Now, I'm going to say, like when I asked, how would they make those decisions? Like, you may not be able to. You may not have the money in your bank account to actually make the same kinds of decisions that you would when you're a 7-figure business owner, but it doesn't mean that you can't think in the same way. And you can say, for example, rather than I don't have the money, which is a lack experience, and I'm not denying what's in your bank account. What's in your bank account is real, however, it's not the truth. And there's a difference between it being real and it not being the truth, because you can change what's in your bank account literally overnight, right? I have seen this happen over and over again. You can change what's in your bank account literally overnight, right? And it's just a matter of raising your frequency, and then those opportunities are already there to begin with and will be magnetized to you. And so even though you may not have that money right now, you can say, okay, as soon as I have the money, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Right? Because now you're making decisions of like, I am going to make that decision, and I know I will make that decision, and it's a clear decision. You just can't make that decision right in the moment based on what's in your bank account. A very different way of being than, I can't do that. I don't have the money for that. Right? It's starting to think from the place that you want to be rather than from the place that you are. You are a divine being. This was the secret that mystical schools kept from everyone, is that you are actually a divine being. You don't need a middle person between you and your connection to infinite intelligence, loving intelligence, right? And when you understand that you are a divine being and you are here to create, you can create whatever you want, and it can be so much easier than you think it is. So stepping into owning your divineness, right? Your creator, your ability to create. We literally have the power to create worlds. We just don't know that we have it, so we can't do it. But we can do so many more things than we understand our potential to be at this current space and time. Now, I was talking before about your bank account and what was in your bank account being very real. The universe in and of itself is abundant. There is no lack and scarcity in the universe. It does not exist. It is a mental thought that's been created by humans that we've brought into form through that thought. Thought creates. That is actually what creates everything, is thought. And when you can understand that nature in and of itself is abundant, there is nothing in nature that isn't abundant, that isn't tampered with by humans. And we're the same way, right? So it's always moving to expansion, always moving to more life. And we are always moving to expansion and more life too. And understand there is no lack and scarcity. There is infinite supply, in fact, in the universe. And so whatever it is that you want to create, it is already here. Now, if you've conditioned your mind to a lack and scarcity in your life, you can now recondition your mind to a place of abundance, to seeing the abundance that's everywhere. And that is one of the keys to understand that lack and scarcity doesn't exist in the spiritual context. It may exist in our 3D experience. It does not exist in truth. And when we start living based on truth and understand that our supply is already here and it's more abundant than we can imagine, then we're able to start reconditioning from that lack to abundance. So one of the laws of the universe is understanding this all just is. It may be hard to wrap our minds around, but it all just is. Infinite supply just is. We are divine beings. It just is. There is more than enough for everyone. It just is. This is how it exists in the universe itself. So now frequency and thought determines what we create, what we bring in. Thought immediately creates it in the field. The minute you set an intention, couple it with thought, and have an emotion about it, it's immediately created. You can call it the quantum field, the 0 point field, whatever you want to call it. It's where creation starts. It's almost like the field of imagination, right? And your imagination enlivened with emotion will already create that in the field, and then it's just a matter of bringing it into 3D reality and raising your frequency and staying in the thought of it already achieved is what brings it into your 3D experience. There's a law of polarity that only works in 3D. It doesn't work in any other dimension. It only works in 3D, but it's the idea if you have an up, you have to have a down. If you have a back, you have to have a front, right? If you have a left, you have to have a right. And so if you have a desire, what you desire is already here. If you have a question, the answer is already here. It has to be that way. That's how it exists. So whatever it is you're desiring is already here. It's not being created at some point in the future. It's already here. And again, when you align with it, when you become an energetic match, then you get to see it in your lived experience. It just is. I really love to help entrepreneurs shift their mindset and scale their businesses and create massive success living their purpose. So make sure you like and subscribe to stay up to date on content so you can learn how to do just that. So now, shame and guilt are one of the two most toxic emotions. I love to use the David Hawkins scale of consciousness because they're on the bottom. They're way on the bottom and they're control mechanisms. But essentially, shame and guilt keep you from exactly what you want to create because they keep you in that lower vibration frequency. And I was talking about how important it is to raise your frequency to create what you want. And shame and guilt will literally, there's nothing that will lower your vibration faster than shame and the guilt. So make sure that you get a handle on that and are able to clear those emotions so you don't keep living them and them keep bringing you down. They will keep you from greater success. Now, the key to be able to clear the shame and guilt as well as all the other limiting beliefs that are keeping you from greater success might be I'm not lovable, I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving, I'm not good enough, I'm an imposter, I'll never be able to do this, I'm a failure, fear of success, whatever these limiting beliefs are. The key is to be able to clear them. I'm not going to go into it in this video because I talk about it in so many other videos. And one of those videos is how do you balance work and family life. So after this video, make sure you go check it out and check out some of my other videos as well because I love to teach people how to clear their limiting beliefs. Now, I was talking about shame and guilt crushing your manifestations, but there is nothing that crushes your manifestations faster than doubt. The key is to energize what you want rather than what you don't want. The minute doubt slips in, we start focusing on what we don't want, right? On what might go wrong, on the what ifs. And the key is to stay focused on what you do want and keep energizing what you do want rather than what you don't want. And the more you focus on what you do want, the more that your manifestations will come from the field much more easily into your 3D experience. Peter Redding has a quote: "There is only one problem, and that is separation. And there is only one solution, and that is connection." And one of the things that I absolutely love to do is teach my clients how to tap into their intuition on demand, how to tap into their higher selves, the true part of you, the infinite, all-knowing part of you. Once you're able to tap into this energy and use it as a GPS system in your business, you can create so much greater success fast, like quantum leap to the next level of success with ease. You start to move in flow. You get out of hustle. Nothing feels like heavy lifting anymore. It's just ease and grace. So I urge you to learn how to start tapping into your intuition, into your higher self, to really understand how to create that next level success. One of the ways to collapse time to make you even more successful is to literally start working less hours. And I have a fantastic free mini course called 5 Ways to Shave 20 to 30 Hours of Your Work Week while working less. And it's the exact process that I help clients who pay me upwards of $50,000 to do, but a condensed version of it. So make sure you grab that free mini course in the link below. Thanks, I'm Alaina, and I'll see you on the next video.